guys, thanks for tuning in. Quick little video today. As you can tell by the title, I want to talk about pocket guns. I want to talk about kind of the philosophy behind having a pocket gun. You know, what is the reasoning that you would want to go out and buy one? Is it worth buying? You know, or is it something you even want to bother picking up if you've already got, you know, a Glock 26 or Ruger LCR or whatever it is as your kind of go-to concealed carry handgun? So that's what I want to talk about a little bit here today. So I've got a couple pocket guns here. In my pockets, of course. I've got a Kel-Tec little P32. This one's my wife's, and I've got a Taurus TCP, or the Taurus PT738, which is a little 380 Taurus. Both of these are 6+1, so 7 shots of 32 ACP versus 7 shots of 380. They're both fairly similarly sized. The TCP is a little bit bigger, just because it's 380. A little bit chunkier, a little bit wider, but not by much. They're both nice, small pistols that will literally fit in the palm of your hand and very easy to kind of just slide into a pocket. And most of the pocket guns out there in that 380, 32, 22, 25 range are going to be fairly similarly sized, some even smaller than this, and those are definitely what you would consider pocket guns. And that's kind of the type of firearm we're talking about here, whether you're talking about the little Ravens or you know, little Taurus PT22s, which I have one of those, great little guns. But that's kind of what we're talking about here. So what is kind of the philosophy, as far as I'm concerned, behind having one of these? Well, I know some people buy these and they're kind of their go-to gun. Okay, this for some people is their go-to concealed carry handgun. I certainly don't recommend that. I recommend your go-to concealed carry handgun be something like a Glock 26 or a Ruger LCR, two guns that I personally own and I carry and I have a lot of faith in. I think they're great options for concealed carry. But you know, maybe it's an XD, maybe it's an M&P, you know, maybe it's a different type of Ruger, maybe, you know, whatever it is, something with obviously more power, more capacity, longer barrel. Yes, they can still be compact or subcompact, but not this compact and subcompact. And obviously, you know, caliber is a big issue there as well. So that would be what I would recommend as your kind of go-to concealed carry gun. But these definitely have a place, and they have a good place. There's a lot of situations that I find myself in, whether it's going outside and playing with the kids, going to the park, going to the grocery store real quick, or running up to the gas station, or even if I'm, you know, out front and mowing my lawn, where sometimes maybe I want to have a gun on me, but I don't want to go put on my belt and my holster and make sure I've got a shirt that's long enough for concealed carry, you know, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Whereas I can take something like this, and it's going to be a real quick trip. I can just take it, throw it in my pocket, and be good to go. And I know I at least have a good minimum baseline when it comes to having something to defend myself. Yes, I don't have my Glock 26 or my Ruger LCR or something else, but I do have something, and that's better than nothing. And in a lot of these situations, a lot of us, if you're going just to run to the park with your kids or walk around the neighborhood or go to the gas station real quick to fill up and then come back home or pick up some ice cream or whatever it is, you might not carry it all because you don't want to, you know, it's summertime, you're in shorts, t-shirt, flip-flops, you don't want to go put on a different shirt that's going to be hotter, you don't want to wait and go put on your belt and your rig and all your stuff, and maybe you go unarmed, and this is always a better option. So it is something that I recommend, and that's kind of my philosophy behind it. It is convenience added to your concealed carry arsenal. I think that's the easiest and best way to look at it. You're adding a little bit of convenience if you already conceal carry, so in those situations you still are covered when otherwise you might not be. Is it worth it? Yes, absolutely, hands down. Price-wise, they can be had very cheap. I mean, you can get a Taurus TCP like this one. I picked it up brand new for $199. You can get Kel-Tecs brand new for, you know, $200, or used for anywhere from $125 to $150. You can probably find these used for about $150 too. Even the Taurus little 10-shot 22s, the PT22, pick those up brand new for $189. So there's a lot of good options out there for a budget price. Okay, and seeing as how they do have a very good specific use for concealed carry, $200, $150 is a really good price. Will be able to fit in most people's budgets. Now, I understand some people, they can only have so many guns based on restrictions where they live or money or things like that, and that's fine. But if you have the means and you do conceal carry, I highly recommend getting yourself a nice little pocket gun, because it does definitely have its place in your concealed carry arsenal. So that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you watching. Any questions, comments, leave that stuff down below, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.